Hey yo, Los Angeles Lakers. What's going on, people? A24. We here. We here. I'm usually with my boy Bean, but I got these three with me today. People. So yeah, we talking Lakers. We talking summer because we not in the playoffs, guys. We talking the off season because we not in the playoffs, y'all. We not in the playoffs. So what do we do? What do we do, people? Whilst we're watching the rest of these playoffs, we've got to talk fixing these Lakers. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When we crashed out, listen, I've been mad at the Lakers since game one. You ain't got to ask me which round. We dropped out the first round. You ain't got to ask me which round. All right. I've been mad at the Lakers since game one. Right? And to say I've been mad at the Lakers is unfair because Luka Doncic had a hell of a game one. No one was there to go with him. You know what I mean? No one was there to go with him. And I remember being in Lakers spaces, on X, late night Lake Show to be specific, and people are arguing, like literally adamant, Austin Reeves is better than Jalen Brunson. And I had to say to these people, are y'all okay mentally? Are you guys all together? Y'all are talking about Austin Reeves, who's not even averaged 20 points in the league. I mean, has he averaged 20 points for half a season? Has he averaged 20 points for 3 months? And people see one season of this kid going off as a third option, by the way. Right? They see like barely enough of a sample size of this guy going off. And all of a sudden, we start debating whether or not he could take the Knicks further than Jalen Brunson. I was like, listening to these people, and I'm like, hey, yo, are y'all all together? Are y'all okay? Are y'all normal? Because what are we really talking about? Y'all act like y'all don't see what Jalen Brunson is doing with them Knicks. And y'all want to colorate that to Austin Reeves? Y'all see Austin Reeves going off alongside Luka Doncic and LeBron James, and y'all see that, and all of a sudden, y'all think Austin Reeves could drive that New York ship. See, that I hear things like that and I get upset. I hear things like that and I realize, as a fan base, we're not the same. There's different types of fans in the fan base. There's like literally different types of fans. You want to talk fan bases, you're going to get different types of fans. And there's certain comments that make you realize, you know what? We support our teams in different ways. We watch basketball in different ways. When we watch games, we we clearly don't watch for the same things. You know what I mean? When we watch games, we clearly don't watch for the same things. And it just takes a few stupid comments for you to realize that. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I'm saying all that to say Austin Reeves was non-existent in that Wolves playoff run. Those 5 games we played against Minnesota Timberwolves, if you had asked me before the playoffs, how's Austin Reeves going to play in the playoffs? Yo, I'd have had a totally different answer than what we saw. I think we all would have had a totally different answer to what we see, right? But Austin Reeves turned into James Harden, and he was third man. He's the motherfucking third option, and he turned into James Harden. And it's the same guy people are saying, you put him on that Knicks roster and he does better than Jalen Brunson. I'm like, listening to these people, and I'm like, y'all are really delusional in the way y'all comprehend the sport. You know when you have discussions with people about sport, there's certain things people say that make you realize you actually never played sport at any decent level, did you? Because like people say dumb shit. People will generally say dumb shit, and those people are the same people who tell you Luka Doncic can't defend. If you got eyes, you see that boy defend. And I'm not even Luka Doncic fan. Like I'm not the biggest Luka Doncic fan. If you know me, you know that for sure. Before Luka came to the Lakers, I was probably one of the biggest haters of Luka Doncic, right? I was probably one of his biggest haters. Same thing with LeBron James. Same thing with LeBron James. Before he became a Laker, I was like, I don't want to see that boy play for my team. I never want to see that boy play for my squad. But then he became a Laker. Once a guy becomes a Laker, you got to back him. He'd love the underdogs on top. You know what I mean? Once somebody becomes a Laker, it's the same thing that happened with Russell Westbrook. Thank God that didn't last long, because I would have hated that man by now. And I'm telling you, yo, before Russell Westbrook became a Laker, I loved that dude. I was a diehard Russell Westbrook fan. But then you live long enough in the eyes of your fans to become a villain. You know? 10 years on from your peak, you still think you're that guy, right? Whatever it may be, 5 years, 10 years on, you still consider yourself and carry yourself as that guy. Now, I ain't got no problem with that. If it's leadership, I ain't got no problem with that. But if you think your game, your on-court game, if you think your on-court game is still the same as what it used to be, somebody needs to pull you to the side and just have a chat with you, right? So now all these three, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, all three, before coming to the Lakers, I say all three. Two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic, before they came to the Lakers, was Luka Doncic, you asked me having a conversation with anybody, they would have told you, this dude here, he doesn't like, he does not like Luka Doncic. He thinks Luka Doncic is a bull hog. Can't win nothing with him. But now he's a Laker. And I'm a back him to the death of me, right? And to be honest, the sample size I've had of Luka Doncic as a Laker, I'm not mad at what I've seen. I'm not mad at what I've seen, right? He's not been that stat padding dude who's just going to look to get 10 assists just because, look to just play one on none, forgetting he's got teammates that can actually make shots. I'm not that kind. Like, I seen him play this sample size, and I thought to myself, you know what, I can give this guy a chance. If he can show that he can play a different game to what I've seen him play in Dallas, sure. Let's go. Let's get it. Okay, I've been rambling, so let's get to it. What do? Austin Reeves didn't show up, y'all. Before the playoffs, if you had asked anyone on the Lakers, would you trade Austin Reeves? You're looking for a superstar. Would you trade Austin Reeves? Everybody at Neymar would have told you no. Everybody at Neymar would have told you no. I ain't even considering it. But yo, after that series, man, after what I saw in that Wolves series, matter of fact, my thing with Austin Reeves started. I should be honest. My thing with Austin Reeves started when D'Angelo Russell was a Laker. Before we traded him, we seen D'Angelo Russell play with Austin Reeves. They were the two starting guards. And then I was like, why are we doing this? Why are we playing these two guards together? Why can't we start one and bench one, put him in at that 6-man role? Right? That's when my issue started. And it wasn't specifically with Austin Reeves. I was just saying, y'all need to pick one. You either starting Austin or you starting D'Lo. The other becomes your 6-man because you do need bench scoring and you need a point of attack defender, which you don't have in your starting lineup, right? That was always my thing. Now, we traded D'Lo, and then we traded for Luka. So now Luka arrives, steps on the scene, and I'm like, yo. Off the back, I'm like, I'm not sure about these two playing together because neither of them is a strong defender. What I'm not going to say is they don't defend because I see when Austin tries to sit down, he can attempt to stay in front of a man, right? But there's a difference between stopping your man, disrupting your man, and staying in front of your man, right? A lot of what you see in the NBA these days is staying in front of your man. That don't mean nothing when it comes to disrupting. That don't mean nothing when it comes to stopping. Because a lot of these guys, they will literally guide the man they guarding all the way to the rim, unaffected. Right, just accompany that man to the rim. And I'm watching that Wolves series, yo. I'm watching Austin Reeves defending, and I'm thinking to myself, yo, you got Jaden McDaniels putting you on his hip to carry you to the basket? He did it a few times, and I was like, yo. And even before that, let's just go back to the regular season. Golden State Warriors, our last game against the Golden State Warriors, we could not get a stop on their guards. We could not get a stop on their backcourt. We couldn't stop nobody. Dinsky, Steph, what's that boy's name? Moody, Peyton. It was crazy because we couldn't stop none of them. And they beat us. They beat us convincingly. It was tragic. And then after that game, I'm back in that late night late show space on X, right? And I'm asking these men, I'm like, so y'all don't want to talk about y'all don't want to talk about how we couldn't get a stop on their guards. Y'all not worried about that? Yo, these they brushed me off like it wasn't a concern. Like it wasn't a concern. See, This is why a lot of the time when I talk sport, especially a sport that I know I've played to a decent level. I've never played professional sport in my life, but I've played sport at a decent level. A very decent level, and I was pretty damn good at it. Right? Now when I talk sport, I can from what people say when I talk sport with them, I can generally tell if you played sport or not. There's giveaways. There's giveaways, right? There's certain things you say that are dead giveaways that you ain't never been in that position to actually know the context in which you're speaking in. When I asked these guys, and I was like, "Yo, y'all not worried about what y'all saw? We couldn't get a stop on their guards. We couldn't get a stop on their backcourt, right? They were shooting over Austin Reeves easy. They were blown by him. I mean, Luka played more like better defense than Austin in that game. And I'm asking, I'm like, y'all not concerned? These motherfuckers, they was like, man, what you talking about? Bro, I was like, do you know why they weren't concerned? This is a crazy thing. They weren't concerned because they knew we're not playing Golden State Warriors in the first round. That was why they weren't concerned. They knew we were not facing the Golden State Warriors in the first round. So that they weren't concerned about things they weren't going to see in the first round. But in my head, I'm thinking, if y'all can't stop these guards, and I'm not just talking about Steph, I'm talking about Brandon, I'm talking about Moses, I'm talking about freaking Gary. If y'all can't stop these guards, y'all gonna stop Jaden McDaniels? How y'all gonna stop Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards? How y'all gonna stop him? How y'all gonna stop Nick Alexander Walker? Mike Conley, how y'all gonna stop them? They weren't concerned. Not a damn bit. All they was thinking is, yeah, we not concerned about the Golden State Warriors because we're not gonna see them until what? The second round, if at all. If they make it past the first round, we don't see them in the second round. So we don't worry about that then. That's how I know your ass never played sport before. And then the niggas that did play sport and know what I'm talking about, they run with your grandstanding. Because motherfuckers is just excited for the playoffs. And then you get to the first round and then Austin Reeves don't show up. Game 1, LeBron James don't show up. And Luka's hot. How are you going to have a fill-out game? How are you going to fill out game 1 when your teammate is going for 17 in the first quarter? Your teammate is burning the building down. 17 in the first quarter. And you thinking fill-out game? Brother, go with him. He has 17 in the first quarter. You try to go for 17 in the second. How about that? But you want to feel out games. I don't even know what we doing, y'all. Right? You feel out game 1. Luka's torching the place up. Game 2. Oh, man. Game 2, Luka, same thing. You happen to kind of show up. Series is level, but you dropped home court advantage. And then you come to game 3. Guess what? Luka's not feeling too good. Yet all the while you was feeling out game one, thinking, okay, we gonna feel this one out. After that, we gonna put pedal to the middle. Now game three, Luka not feeling well. You gotta play Superman. You play Superman 38-10 and what? Seven assists, something like that. But why didn't you do that in game one? When it actually mattered. Now we on the road. We could have afforded to lose this game. Right? We could have afforded to lose this game if we had won our both home games. Right? We could have afforded to pull up in Minnesota game three and have an off day because Luka's sick. But you know what the crazy thing was? You show up game three, Luka's sick, ends up with like 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists or something like that. And he actually looked like he was putting more effort in than you, LeBron James, were in game one. This is a sick dude. Right? And then game four, you kind of show up 27 points with 11 rebounds and like 8 assists or something like that. And I'm like, sure, but does it mean anything now? I mean, at this point, we're down 3-1. By the time we came back home, it was shit. It was done, man. So we go into a series. You're looking to feel out game one. We drop game one. Rest of the series, you drop in Austin Reeves numbers. Let me just say the entire series, bar game 3 and game 4. Bar game 3, game 4, you gave us Austin Reeves numbers. I don't think we're paying you to give us Austin Reeves numbers, especially in the playoffs. Especially in the playoffs. I don't think we're paying you that kind of money for Austin Reeves numbers. And if those are the numbers you think you can just give us, yeah, I'm about to get into that. Because we don't do that. Not around here. Not around here. We don't do that. Man, I'm disappointed. See, when you pay a guy, I'm starting to feel. See, the way I'm feeling, I'm starting to feel about LeBron James is the way I started to feel about Russell Westbrook after he became a Laker. This organization is paying you too much damn money for these type of performances. Right? You getting paid too much damn money for these kind of playoff appearances. Now the LeBron James I know, or rather I knew, the LeBron James I knew is the dude they used to build walls for. Do you remember that guy? The guy when he was coming down the lane, teams would literally have 3 guys there waiting for him. Literally build a wall. They don't do that no more. We went into that Wolves series. They said Jaden can take care of you. Ant-Man came in. He was like, yo, let me have a go. Let me see what's going on here. And Nas Reed came through and was like, hey, how's this actually feeling? Hell, Nickel Alexander Walker came through and he was like, yo, is this y'all's king? I ain't even going to get into what Julius Randle did to you. That's what you used to do to motherfuckers. See that Wolves series, it had me realize a lot of things. The LeBron James, the 40-year-old LeBron James, you will not get that same LeBron James in the playoffs. LeBron James does not have the capacity, the engine, the motor, right? He does not have the capacity to give you back to back elite level games. I'm talking elite level. I'm talking, give me 25, 8 and 8, 3 games in a row. Do that for me. Just give me your career averages 3 games in a row. I'm not asking for triple doubles. Just give me your career averages 3 games in a row. LeBron James does not have the capacity to do that for you anymore. Not no more. He's not that guy anymore. So with that being said, can we give this man a pay cut? See, with that said, I'll be thinking to myself, look, I'm Rob Pelinka. I'm Genie Buss. You give me that general manager job? You give me the Lakers organization to run? I'll be walking up to LeBron James saying this. LeBron James, we have $20 million for you. $20 million for you, right? This is our offer. This is the most we can pay you going forward. I'm talking this summer. This is the conversation I'm having with LeBron James. This is the money we have for you. $20 million. This is the money we have for you going forward. Now, what I need from you, LeBron James, I need you to take this $20 million and run with it. Now, LeBron James, if you really love this organization, right? If you really love this organization like you say you do, like we're hoping you do, this is what you'll do. Genie, keep your 20. Look, I only need a mid-level exception. You give me the mid-level exception, I'm good. I'm good. I mean, you want to win championships, right? You want to win championships, this is how we win championships, especially with your 40-year-old ass. Especially with your 40-year-old ass. Because I'll tell you what's not going to happen. Luka's not winning a championship alongside LeBron James as a duo. That's not going to happen. Not at 41-year-old. 40 was your cap to win a chip as a superstar. 40 was your cap. Next season, you're going to be 41. You're not winning no chip as a duo. You need a third guy. So if I'm you, LeBron James, I'm saying, you know what? Hold on to that 20 milli. Let's have a conversation. I'm looking to win another, right? I'm looking to win another. I'm looking for number 5. Hopefully number 6. Right? I'm looking for number 5, hopefully number 6. So y'all give me a mid-level exception and I'm good. Y'all give me a mid-level exception and I'm good, right? Now, does LeBron James really love the Lakers enough to do that? Because the Lakers don't, the Lakers is not a retirement home. We're not that kind of organization, right? You can come with your but Kobe retired a Laker. Listen, we don't owe LeBron James nothing. the amount of years LeBron James has spent in the league, Kobe Bryant spent that same amount of years a Laker. Right? Kobe Bryant spent his entire adult life as a Laker. So we owed him. We owed him. Blood, sweat, and tears. He dropped tears. Full Laker nation. So you can never come into comparison with Kobe Bryant. So don't you ever think of yourself in that ilk. Right? Ain't no way you're gonna retire a Laker earning $50 million a year. The fuck you think this is? Ain't no fucking retirement home. We don't owe you shit. The league might think they owe you something. The Lakers don't owe you shit. And I better not, Rob, y'all better not be rubbing up against this motherfucker. Cozying up to him. We don't need him. We don't need no LeBron James. We just seen we don't need it. He don't help us with nothing. That 38, 10, and 7. You needed that in game 1. You put that in game road. After Doncic going off like a motherfucker. In game 1, you did nothing. So no, we're not about to do that. I'm not about that life. I'm not about that life. I'm not about to pay you $50 million plus a season. 41st year of life. I'm not doing that. Not when your running mate is what? How old is Luka? Not when your running mate is 15 years younger than you. 15 years, bro. Now make up your mind. Are you trying to win or not? Right? That's me to LeBron James. If I'm Rob, I'm Genie. I'm offering you 20, but I'm hoping you take them MLE. I'm hoping you take the mid-level. If you really love us, that's what you're going to do. Right? Because what we're trying to do is get Giannis. What we really trying to do is get Giannis. We trying to pair up Luka Doncic with Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's what we trying to do. Nah, I don't even have to tell you what that would look like. Ain't got to tell you what that would look like, but think about it. Think about a Luka Giannis combo. That right there alone feeds generation. Now think about adding you to that. Just walk with me. Your 41st year. 21st in the league. Or is it 22nd? And you playing alongside Luka Doncic and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yo, if that's not bringing championships to the Los Angeles Lakers, I don't know what is. Now, do you want to win championships or not, LeBron James? Because I'll tell you who they are building walls for. They're building walls for Giannis. They sending doubles and triples to Luka. When we brought Luka to the Lakers, we was thinking, oh, They're going to be doubling Luka. They're going to be doubling LeBron. Reeves going to have a hell of a time. Then you get to the playoffs. They doubling and tripling Luka. But ain't no doubles going to LeBron James. They picking you up one-on-one, bro. Having a field day, too. What? What is really going on? All right? So let's just sit things in perspective. And here you are, right? We start getting the excuses. Oh, my MCL. Yeah, I watched them. I watched that Mind the Game. It just dropped a few hours ago, maybe a few days now. I can't remember. I ain't see all that. But I watched it just now. I was about to go live with this one, and I was like, yo, let me watch that Mind the Game. And I hear you talking about your MCL damage, and thank God your doctor told you 4 weeks. Thank God you got this time, and you can heal. You ain't got to rush it. If it's not going to be surgery, don't you dare come into next season and then a month or two in, start talking about, oh, I should have had surgery. I should have had surgery. Motherfucker, you better get that surgery done now if you're not going to take that MLE, if you're not going to take that 20, right? You better get that surgery right now. Get right. Come to the party and win a fucking chip, or at least get to the conference finals. That is my bare minimum right there. My bare minimum is you getting to the conference finals, because Luka was at the conference fucking finals last season and he couldn't get out the first round this season. Y'all know how stupid that is? Alongside LeBron James, he didn't have nothing near LeBron James last season. He made it to the finals, the NBA finals. He ain't have nothing close to a LeBron James last season. Man made it to the NBA finals. Couldn't get out the final. Couldn't get out the first round with LeBron James. Couldn't get out the first round. LeBron, brother, you better take that pay cut. I need you. That mid-level exception will feed families. Giannis and Luka will feed generations. My brother, LeBron James, if you take the mid-level exception this summer, the Lakers should give you 5 years. I'm not even playing. When I was hot right after we got booted out the playoffs, I was like, I want this motherfucker gone. I don't need this shit. Not on my team. What is he bringing? 40-year-old who can't do nothing to affect the playoff game. Yeah, I say nothing, but listen, the 38, 10, and 7, what did that get us? We out. You know what I mean? So if you can't do nothing like you used to, take the mid-level exception. Let's go after some championships, brother. Let's get Giannis into the building. Let's see what a Giannis-Luka combination looks like with you as the third wheel. Right? Let's see what that looks like with you as the third wheel. Because this right here is what I'm trying to see. I want you to pick up that number 5 chip. But I want them 2 dudes beside you whilst you do it. Giannis and Luka Doncic. I want to see what a Giannis Luka Doncic season looks like with LeBron James third wheeling. With the wisdom of a 41-year-old, I want to see what that season looks like. But we can't do it with you taking 50. Now, do you want to win or not? Because we can't do it with you taking home 50 as a 41-year-old. You talking about you just got your first knee injury. You just got the first knee injury of your career. My brother, you're 41. This is finna be the first of a few. Believe that. Believe that. Your body's talking to you. Right? You're not 35 no more. You're not 30 no more. You're not 25 no more. Hell, you're not 20 no more. You motherfucking 40 going on 41. Take that pay cut. Let's get Giannis in. Let's get some new blood. Bro, you older than Giannis by 10 years. Embiid by 10 years. Jokic by 10 years. What are we actually doing? Take the pay cut. Lakers don't owe you shit. Do you want to win championships with the Lakers, or do you want to retire in Los Angeles? What exactly is it? Because the Lakers don't owe you shit. If you want to retire in Los Angeles, you better go to the Clippers. I'm not even... LeBron James wants to retire in Los Angeles. You best go to the Clippers. If you want to retire earning that kind of money, like I said, you take that mid-level exception. I'm giving you a 5-year contract right now. No questions asked. I'll even align Bronny's to it. And put a player option for the year after you retire. You know what I mean? Put a mid-level exception. Put a player option for Bronny for the year after you retire. He can stay as long as you're here, and then choose to pick up another year after you leave if you take this mid-level exception. Because we need Giannis in the building right now. I'm not even playing. I'm not even playing. Bro, brother, I don't watch basketball. Like, I've been trying to watch the playoffs, but I'm really not that interested as long as the Lakers ain't playing. I love sport, but y'all piss me off to that extent. Right? Now I gotta find a team to support just because the Lakers ain't playing. Just for me to watch basketball in the playoffs, I gotta start supporting a team. I gotta start having a vested interest in a team for me just to watch basketball, bro. So how pissed off y'all had me getting dropped out the first fucking round. First round, bro? Darvin Ham ain't even... Oh my God. That's crazy. Listen, I just need Giannis to be a Laker, y'all. That's what I'm saying. DBAANK, A24. A24. My boy Bean been rocking out. He been rocking out over here. All right. He been rocking out. We need Giannis, y'all. That's all I got. We need Giannis. LeBron James, take that mid-level exception. Let's move mountains, my guy.